Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Tower Tours. It's your boy TM's here in the flesh. Got the webcam up for this episode of Tower Tours first time. So just let me know in the comments, honestly, if you guys prefer it or not. I know it could be distracting seeing this awful face once in a while in the right corner, but yeah, honestly, just let me know. I figured I'd try it out and just see like what kind of feedback I kind of get. Another preface, and then I promise you we'll get right into the video. I did just release my first Behind Tower Lines episode. Basically, it's like a podcast, longer form content. So if you guys are into that type of thing, basically it's just talking shop like with other community members in the tower and just bullshitting around and having fun talking about relevant topics. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you check it out. I'll link it. You could also just check my channel. Anyways, let's hop into the tower tour. All right, so it's that time again. I'm gonna say the same old song. It's been crazy to see the gains. Honestly, that's actually a kind of a lie. So, um, this has probably been the worst like jump between episodes, and I do these episodes every 2 weeks. If you guys don't know that, and this is probably like the worst gain that I've had in a while, and that is because of the wall. That leads me to the main topic I want to get right out of the way, and I want to talk about the wall real quick with you guys. So first of all, anybody who has the wall already and they're later game players, curious if you guys remember the struggle when you were unlocking the wall, because I'm going to be explaining how I unlocked the wall and maybe what I could have done differently to improve it. And then also, if you're a newer player who hasn't unlocked the wall, hopefully you can benefit in a way, like try to take some advice that I'm going to say right now. So idea of unlocking the wall, you kind of have to do like a respec if you want to do it correctly. So what you would do, you'd go into the workshop, right? You're playing Blender, Devo, whatever, without the wall, and then you go into the workshop, you unlock wall, and then you'd go into the labs, and you would run one level of wall fortification, wall regen, wall health, wall thorns. So you'd run one level of each of those, and that way, once that level is completed, you can actually respec back into your previous build without the wall, and then you can continuously upgrade that until you're ready to start playing the wall. Now, if you are still confused about that and you're a newer player, I think Spartan actually just put out a great wall tutorial, so go check that one out if you're confused. But if you know what I'm talking about, stay tuned to this one. So I kind of went like a cowboy on this. I figured, okay, wall fortification was expensive. It was like, I think 200 billion, around that ballpark. And I was like, if I just skip on that one, like I'm sure I'll be okay. Every guide tells you get wall fortification, and now I understand why. So I made the mistake when I did the unlocking of the labs before I used the wall. I only did wall thorns, wall health, and wall regen, and I did not do wall fortification. So when we hop into Rend, you can see, and I'll zoom it in right now, this was pre-wall, and then you can kind of see that I started to stagnate for probably 2 weeks, and if anything, I dipped a little bit. And I spent a lot of time on the wall because what I did actually, before I unlocked the wall again, I had my wall health, I think, to like level 20-ish. I had wall regen to level 10, and I had wall thorns to level 10. But like I said, I only had 0 levels in wall fortification. And that's the biggest mistake I would say, guys. Don't rush getting into the wall. Honestly, my account was running perfectly fine without the wall, and I probably went a week early and said I should have had wall fortification at least like 5 or 6 levels into it when I started the wall, but it was okay. I bounced back, and actually you can see like a huge gain in coins. When was that? I guess it was like last week for, yeah, basically the last 5 days I had a huge spike in coins, and the reason why actually was my next topic. Don't forget to do standard perk bonus, guys. I I was at level 15 standard perk bonus for way too long. With that being upgraded and then my wall fortification also getting to a respectable level, which I have it now at level 14, which is respectable for my income. I do want to put more levels into it, obviously, but I am also going on the lower cost labs at the moment. That way I can boost my workshop. So let's segue into the workshop. I think we've covered enough of the wall. Like I said, there's wall guides out there. This isn't supposed to be a wall guide. It's more of just like, this is my mistake that I made. And try not to do it if you can. I highly recommend wall fortification at least a couple levels before you re-unlock the wall. In the workshop, basically my goals, I want to get my health to probably 5,400, okay? And then I want to get my regen to 5,500. Reason being, I'm starting to get close to promoting in plat, so I'm not expecting to be champion anytime soon, but at least if I can do like the bounce up and down soon, that's more stones for me. So what I've noticed is now that I have the wall, it would be nice to put less coins into my health and health regen, and more into like wall health and then also enemy attack level skip in my platinum runs. So that's going to help me a lot if I can get my workshop there. Another thing I need to do, my wall health actual workshop level is super low. I don't know the way it scales, but in my head, I guess like I want around 1,000 if that's doable. I'm not really sure. And obviously getting like recovery workshop is probably the third priority, but it is going to be important. But ELS also got nerfed in tournaments, so I'm a little bit less prioritizing that, but it is going to be nice for even my farming runs to get some more ELS. So yeah, heavier focus on the workshop right now, and then I'm going to go back into the wall fortification after. Farming's been going good now. As you can see, just had my personal best run, 6,000 waves in tier 8. I'm actually trying a tier 9 run for the first time. We're going to see how it goes. I'm probably going to get less cells, but honestly, as long as I can afford 2 labs at ×3 at the moment, then I'm going to be happy with the more coins in tier 9. But if I can't afford 2 labs at ×3, then I'm going to probably go back to farming tier 8. That's where my head's at on that. This is like a staple of a segment now. So let's go into the event now. This is like going to be a staple to my tower tours. I'm going to try to, review the events and line up my videos on the new event release. So let's check it out. First relic that we have here, increase free defense upgrade by 1%. Not too bad for a free relic. Can't complain. And this is cracked, guys. They are pumping out the defense relics everywhere. It's kind of insane. I think this is now going to be 5% defense in relics. That is crazy. I think it's probably for like legend tournaments. That's what I'm assuming. But I could be wrong. I don't know their thought behind that. But anyways, as me, I'm gonna take that and just put it in my bank. Like, I'm happy about that. Now, on the paid tier side, I've already made my decision. I'm not going to be buying this event. Critical chance by 1%. I guess it's pretty good for glass cannon. And then also increase orb speed by 5% just isn't inspiring enough for me to like want to buy this event. So yeah, I'm going to skip out on that. Honestly, the biggest factor me even wanting this event would be for the double medals, because I'm getting very close to having to drop my golden bot cooldown to 85 seconds. That's probably going to happen in the next 2-3 weeks. So I need to start saving up like 900-ish medals for that. Then when we hop into the event shop, let's see what they got for us. So increased tower health by 2%. Just solid. That's really good for new players, for EHP players, even for glass cannon. It's just extra bonus to health and increased defense absolute. If you know me by now, you can probably already know that I'm probably not going to buy that relic. 500 medals to my golden bot is way more important to me than defense absolute. Now we got the North Spirit and Aurora skins. So let's go check them out. I'm pretty sure these are older skins, but they're new to me, so I'll give you my initial reaction to that. Here it is. Honestly, not a fan. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. It looks very 2022-ish, and I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I don't know if it is a older theme or not, but it's very basic, and the tower skin is actually cool. I do kind of mess with the tower skin, but the background is definitely a no-no for me. So we're gonna go back to what I was running. Now, the next set of big news that I have for this episode, guys, is in my modules. I spent in the featured banners, I think I spent around 13,000 gems on, yeah, 13,000 gems between the armor banner and then also the core banner. Core banner, I'm not very happy with what I got. Basically just got harmony conductor to legendary, and but as you can see, I got my first mythic, guys, and it's been huge also. I forgot to mention that is also part of this spike here, is that mythic ACP. That is part of this huge spike. Reason being is very self-explanatory. I was using before that wormhole redirector, which was great. The fact that I had a legendary one early game was huge for my account and my progression, but as soon as you get wall, wormhole redirector becomes pretty useless. So when I got the ACP, it was right in time. I know it's a glass cannon or damage focused module, but it's my highest rarity, and also yeah, I'm running at EHP. Obviously, I'm an EHP player at the moment, so I got all three substats that I needed, and I had insane luck. I think I did that in around 10,000 reroll shards. So yeah, I got very lucky with that. Nothing else new in the module section. Still running the same old. The only thing I guess I could say that is new is that I'm starting to run module labs again. So I finished my common drop chance. I did a little bit of reroll shard, and then now I'm doing daily mission shard. Reason being is I feel like I'm getting closer to mythic. So to get the full benefit of mythic, obviously you want to start being over level 100. I'd rather get a baseline of labs now earlier than later. I just want to talk about my gem spending. I think that's another important thing to kind of have a idea of for your own account, and it's how do you manage spending your gems and what do you prioritize at the moment. So basically I bought one more card slot in the middle of the module spending, and I went super low. I just went only 80 cards, and I think I'm going to be doing 80 cards for the rest of the time. So we can do that actually quickly, real quick. Let's buy 80 cards.
A few moments later.
So still no maxed out cards. Fortress is 3 away, enemy balance 4 away, and health 4 away. So it's still a tight race. We're going to see which one we max out first in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. If it's Fortress, it's gonna be very ironic. So yeah, honestly, I'm kind of rooting for Fortress at this point to be my number one. Yeah, my gem spending now is gonna be right there, my 80 cards, and then I want to unlock a 15th card slot. And the only reason I want to do that is not the fact that I need to put another card in here drastically, but it's more for tournament. So in tournament, I'm always feeling like I need one more card. So I do want to try to get a little bit ahead of the card slots. So that way, if I get to 15 now, I feel like I can stay at 15 for quite a while and then just put my head down and grind modules. So that's going to be the plan. After I get that card slot, then I'm going to go to an 80 card to probably the rest module split for at least like a month or two, and just see what kind of modules I get by doing that. So let's talk about ultimate weapons. So ultimate weapons haven't changed. I'm sitting at close to 500 stones now. I did miss my last tournament, which sucked. I should be at around 550 stones, but anyways, I digress. I'm still in the same path as I was last episode, saving up for 2 minutes 50-second cooldowns on my black hole, death wave, and golden tower, and then gonna transition to a little bit of chain lightning, and then go back to probably the economy. So very simple on ultimate weapons. Nothing to strategize, nothing to write home about, just keeping my head down, saving up the stones. So I want to show you guys my milestones real quick. So I kind of was lacking on the milestones. I didn't do them for a good month, I would say, but I did my tier 11, got 2,500. Tier 12, I was just shy of 1,000, which kind of sucked. And then tier 13, I was just shy of 400. Well, not just, but close to 400. Tier 14, really shy of 150, and then 15, almost at the 30. So if you guys were paying attention, I have 30, 60, 80 stones like right in my fingertip, like ready for me to grab. So we go into my labs. This is why I'm running health regen, and then also like wall health, and not really any economy other than standard perk bonus, because I'm hoping that within like a week I can rerun those milestones and try to snipe out those 80 stones. And I think they'll be huge, because with that and like 2 more tournaments, I'll be super close to being able to lower my cooldowns. So yeah, that's the goal. I'll let you guys know in the next tower tours if I achieve that. And just real quickly in the labs, I don't want to spend too much time. Basically, I covered it. I want to get more wall fortification. I'm gonna do my health and health regen to level 40, and then that way I'll probably forget about it for a while. Standard perk, I'm probably gonna take it as far as I can before I rip my eyes out with how long it is. Minimum I'm going is 20. But like I said, I want to see if I can have the kahunas to keep it all the way to 25 gold box. We'll see about that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing modules in one of the lab. And you can see I don't have lab speed right now. I'm a lab speed believer. It's very hard for me to take it out and even keep it out. I've taken it out many times, but I've put it right back in like in a day. This is actually the longest I've never had it in for. I think it's like 2 days. I'm having withdrawals already. But yeah, I made a promise to myself that I'm only putting lab speed back in when I can afford to 3 times speed it. Hands up, I don't know. It's like a New Year's resolution. I don't think it's gonna last very long, but I'm gonna try it. So hold me accountable in the comments if you see me with lab speed in any of my other videos. But yeah, we can end it there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said in the start of the video, just let me know what you guys think about webcam. If you guys want webcam in Tower 2 or not, totally fine either way with me. So yeah, I just figured, with webcam it can feel more like you're in my mind and like, my account more, but also at the same time I understand that it could be a little bit more distracting. So yeah, let me know. Any feedback is appreciated, and honestly, just the love on the channel has been insane. I say it almost every video, but I just can't be any more thankful for you guys. So everyone who's, liking, commenting on the videos, subscribing, even like hitting up Discords, messaging, appreciate all you guys. And yeah, let's smash this subscriber goal of 1,000. I think we're gonna do it. And yeah, peace out. Have a good night.